Good evening again from Costa Rica, day 3 of our mission trip, and it has been a real blessing. By the way, I feel like I should let y'all know that, of course, I'm telling you a lot of stuff and not really showing you any videos, and I'm kind of limited in what I can do here right now without my laptop and that sort of thing. So we will be posting some video later. In fact, one particular video we'll edit together a video to kind of show y'all some of the things we've been working on. But just to let you know, today we started off by going out after breakfast. We went out to the Methodist Children's Home here in Costa Rica, and it was we started off with a little tour and heard about the mission. We saw some of the kids that are served by the orphanage, and so then we started working, and we worked hard. We worked very hard. You may notice my face is a little bit red. I got a little bit of sun today, as did some of the rest of us. And tomorrow I'll put the sunscreen on a bit thicker. So anyway, but it was hard work. We worked on. Some of us were working on doing stucco inside the multi-purpose building, and it was kind of neat to come back and to ask Schaefer because he was here about 3 years ago. So where was it you worked? And there it was, the concrete footings down below the wall of one of the walls of the multi-purpose building, and he tied off rebar and so forth. So that building was being worked on, and that's where Jana and Seth worked, and Claire. And Schaefer and I went down to a place where there was a wall that needed to be built around the edge of the property because there's a real problem with squatters, and as you might imagine, that would be a safety hazard in an orphanage, have folks traipsing across the property just kind of at random, or setting up camp there. That'd be a safety issue. So anyway, we worked on putting that wall up, and a young man named Garrett and I learned how to build concrete forms, and we put up a concrete form. I started off helping tie rebar, but there was just too many of us up on this scaffolding that was a little sketchy. So I got down off the scaffolding and put my fairly limited talents to use with a little bit of instruction from some very patient construction workers. The young man Garrett and I put together some concrete forms, and then we stood those concrete forms up so that later they can be poured into a pillar to support a portion of that wall. And then some of the rest of us built another section of the wall, or started building another section. Well, anyway, it was and then we got to go tour the Methodist School here in Costa Rica, which they call it what would be literally translated into English as a college, but it's actually elementary up through secondary school, high school, what we would call elementary, middle, and high school, although they don't break it out into middle school or junior high. High school starts at 7th grade and goes through 12th. So we got to see that, and it is a top-notch, high-quality school, and it's Christ-centered, and there's some big plans in the works for them as well. Anyway, and so we got to learn a little bit about that mission. Anyway, this video's run kind of long for what I wanted to post this evening, but I just wanted to share this little update with you all, and keep praying for us, and look for me again tomorrow night for another late-night edition of an update from our Costa Rica mission trip. God bless you all. Good night. Thanks for watching, and if you would, please click on the subscribe link if you haven't already, and if there's other folks, say in the church, or other folks who might be interested, share this video with them, and have a good night. God bless.